stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Noles will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Boston College Eagles offense takes the field for the first time today. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any leg.
Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Lockwood. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Let's go. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quick, and that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Golden Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Reads it, fires complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Golden Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The snap sets up the throw. Finds his back in the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Extending the play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. On the ground, it's Ocha.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Ocha. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got some room entered to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll do it himself. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They'll go up top on second and short. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. That second down loss was not exactly what they had in mind. Now it's third and goal from the 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash. A 34-yard attempt coming. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end,
turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down, 10 yards to go. Gives it on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Boston College! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. With the catch, it's Ochuk.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. He's got it. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's McCoy. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Seminoles will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. The throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up. Interception. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. working that left side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll start this drive going to the air. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on the strip.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting him to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that patch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pittman. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to take off inside the 45. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
Man, it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Gets it to him on the screen. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the...
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Noles! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over UTEP. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Alert, alert, right? Quarterback under center. You're thinking quarterback sneak on short yardage. Defensive lineman, great job. You got to get that penetration. You just can't let him go straight downhill. Make that thing bow. And I always love how you see guys diving over the top. Great effort by the defense. Great stop.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Fires to the big fella. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Brown. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on the track.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Snagged out of the air. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's on target and complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends in the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy in the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. As his defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with some.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got it behind the line. It's Hutchinson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Now improvising. Caught in the backfield. It's Awchuck. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Ready to try the point after. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this. There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Turns it on in midfield. Racing to the right. He's at the touchdown, Boston College. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook game.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 12 over New Mexico. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. swings it out to his running back. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's in open space downfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. It's a draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Running back searching for a hold. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
They'll run play action. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, Florida State.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed to stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Unloads to the right. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Gotta find a completion on this one. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.